make that human keeps exercising during the pandemic and the impact of digital transformation to them.
The COVID-19 heavily impacted us all. With new cases emerging each day, every facility had to be closed. This makes it extremely challenging to remain physically active. So, people ask, are everyone actually being less active? And how can we ensure a high level of physical activity in the safety of our homes? To answer these, CORE will now be analyzing the state of physical activity during the pandemic.
Here is a chart that represents the percentage of people physically active aged 16 years and up by ethnicity in 2019. Before the pandemic, the world's percentage was 25. Closest to the average are white British, white other, and Chinese. Mixed was the least physically active. The next chart shows the percentage of people physically active aged 16 years and over by ethnicity in 2020. It claims that the worldwide average went from 25% to 58.8%. The biggest change belongs to mixed, which came from 18% to 67.9%. South Asians are now having the lowest rates of physical activity. These statistics show a surprising result. People are becoming more active. The main reason for this is the digital transformation that happened during lockdowns.
What exactly has made a lot of people lessen their physical activity level? Well, we have to take a look at multiple factors. According to Portsmouth University, here are the main reasons.
1. I'm too tired. COVID-19 made lots of jobs happen online, which is extremely tiring. Many people stated that staring at a screen for a long time makes them exhausted. 2. I don't have time. Do you really have no time left to exercise? Or are you just making up more lies to yourself? A global study in 2021 states that 58% of the world would like to exercise more, but say they lack time to do so. 3. I'm not motivated. This might be the most common reason why people don't work out. Appearance-focused motivation is incredibly harmful to your exercising journey. It can make you feel the exercises you do aren't effective. Lots of people overdo the exercise to get it over as fast as possible and then feel burnt out afterwards.
So, upcoming, we shall talk about the situation about sport around the world. The 2020 Olympics might be one of the most memorable events in the world history. Due to the pandemic, organizing committee had to encounter multiple problems. Reuters claimed that the initial postponement cost $2.8 billion and bring the cost of this event to $15.4 billion. Ticket sales also happened lost. Similar circumstances happened with smaller events too. According to Hindustan Times, the Flavia Sports Stadium hostel housed around 75 aspiring junior level players, having hostel both for boys and girls, but the players had to leave and return to their hometown because of the pandemic.
The Nunhang newspaper reported that most gym chains in Hanoi lost 50 to 60% of their revenue in 2020. Because of COVID, owners have had to pay a lot to keep the premises up. Therefore, most companies are in a state of deficit. The biggest obstacle to exercising more around the world is a lack of time. 37% of the world's population say this is a barrier. The next biggest barriers are a lack of money and the weather being too hot or too cold. Just 22% say that there are no barriers. Lack of time is a particular issue in Saudi Arabia, Peru, and Russia. Turkey and Argentina cite a lack of money as their biggest problem, 33% and 30% respectively, followed by South Africans and Russians. Saudi Arabia and South Africa are most likely to say that the weather is a barrier to exercise more. Just 7% of the UK say the same. 4 in 10 Japanese people say they simply do not want to exercise more. The United States are second most likely to say this, followed by a third of the UK and 32% of Canadians. So, how to encounter these obstacles, Yung?
Frankly, sports events are what make sports special. How you may be watching from a screen or a stadium, you can sense the competitive spirit from the teams. This atmosphere, whispering sweet words into your ears that you can also be as great as others if you exercise. Next, in 2020, 16 plus Japanese companies paid more than $3 billion to support the Olympics. Other sponsors have also paid $200 million to extend contracts after the postponement. Furthermore, other companies have had deals with the International Olympics Committee which brought in millions of dollars. Besides private company aid, the government has also helped out in reigniting the sports spirit. This reduced pressures on citizens, especially people in the sport field, who've been struggling a lot since COVID-19 started threatening their source of income.
The most important factor is encouraging yourself to exercise. You can try out the new exercise that you find interesting, like a dance class or a bike ride. There are also numerous tutorials on social media for you. Also, make sure to raise your self-esteem by identify your strong points, maintain a healthy relationship, and we recommend that you go for work daily.
At home, you definitely can't run outside or climb mountains. Exercising indoors will definitely help. After 30 minutes of cycling, people with 84 kilograms will burn 350 calories. Jumping jacks can also help people lose 340 calories in the same time. Indoor exercises can't be as effective as outdoors. Working online too much will negatively impact your eyes. Therefore, what you should also do is practice eye exercises during breaks.
Furthermore, we could incorporate digital transformation into our workout routine and sport events. People are now spending more time online, which means there are lots of exercise plans on the internet. On YouTube, there are countless tutorials you can watch and learn from. Some tips and keywords to find them are workout, exercise, tutorial. You can focus on just one goal by searching more specific phrases related to that goal. For example, losing weight. Following a famous YouTuber who always has million views is creating is said to be very effective. Video that suit your need will definitely appear. A great way to keep track of your progress are fitness apps. Suggested ones are Fitbit, one of the world leading apps of health and fitness. It contains tutorials and helps users to keep track of basic statistics. Fitbit occurs on both Google Play and App Store. A video post with each powered by AI technology to understand customer unique needs to provide personal recommendation and so much more apps. You can also exercise with friends and relatives via virtual meetings. Some equipment can also measure people's physical state or apples and Samsung watches. Because people can't go out, sport events started to reach people by online videos. This increased the event's audience. Many sport events also use virtual advertising, which made products to reach more customers.
In these tumultuous times, it is best to maintain your level of physical activity high. Surprisingly, people seem to do them so well even when there are many challenges brought up by COVID-19.
So one of the most significant supports is from the digital transformation, which provides special function, especially important when people cannot get outside their homes.
Besides, the unstoppable sports periods of athletes, sports events organizing committees, and the kindness of philanthropists are great motivators for people from all over the world.
Tutorial and equipment are easily found. The sports spirit is being rekindled. What's stopping you from exercising and playing sports as well?